Hello, and welcome back. I am Anthony, and I am here to help you understand investment opportunities in West Africa and fundamentals of business and personal development. So, for this video, I wanted to talk about the benefits of having dual citizenship. I have dual citizenship. I have a Nigerian passport and I have a U.S. passport, and it offered a lot of benefits, especially when I was doing my West African tour. About a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, really came into really helped me out. Especially I didn't need a visa going across all the different countries. So I just wanted to talk about how you can utilize that if you want to invest in just West Africa, any West African country, and you're in the U.S., then how you can make that work. Or if you're in another place, there's ways that you can make it work and the benefits of it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So like I was saying, so I have a U.S. and I have a Nigerian, and it's interesting how, and there's other combinations you can, like there's different channels that talk about ways you can utilize dual citizenship. But what I liked about mine was when I did do my tour, so I stopped in Senegal, went to Guinea, went to Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Benin, and then finished up at Ghana. And it's nice that I don't need a visa for any of those, so I don't have to keep shelling out money. I just show my Nigerian passport and then I could go. But if I'm coming back to the US, then obviously I can use my my US passport. So there's strategic ways that you can do it. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things to consider. So let me start with definition: dual citizenship, like what you think it is, also known as multiple citizenship. So it allows you to legally hold citizenship in two or more countries simultaneously. This status can be acquired through various means such as birth, marriage, or naturalization. So for me, because I have parents that are Nigerian, I'm able to use my dad's hometown and everything in order to get my citizenship. So in other countries, sometimes you can do citizenship by investment. Like if you spend such amount of money in the country's economy, then they'll give you citizenship. So, and then you can kind of work around what you're doing. So think about when COVID came and everyone was trying to lock down Americans or other countries, Western countries, so you couldn't leave. But if you had other passports, it gave you more flexibility. So I'm going to talk about a case study, but before I go to that, I'm just going to talk about the benefits and some of the challenges and legal considerations. Then I'm going to go into two case studies that you can actually utilize. So, all right. So benefits of dual citizenship. It offers several advantages such as expanded access across multiple markets and potential for tax optimization, so you can save on taxes depending on what you're trying to do. And it could also provide security in times of political instability, ensuring you have a second home or country to run to. So just like I was talking about when it came to the COVID situation, a lot of countries wasn't trying to let you leave. If you got another citizenship, you're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. It's being too much. I need to get out. Here's my passport. Boom, another country. You can go ahead and go. Some of the challenges and legal considerations. You have to make sure that there's one country that actually accepts a dual citizenship. So not every country is going to accept it. So you have to be careful about that. Just make sure that if you're a resident of one country, it doesn't say no, you can't have a dual citizenship. I know in the U.S., if you work for the U.S. government, you can't have dual citizenship. They kind of see it as no, we want all your interests to be aligned in America since you're working for the government. So if you're in countries where it's kind of like the enemy of another country, then that can be a issue as well, especially going through the airport. So you want to make sure that you're all on the up. You do your due diligence in that case. So let me talk about. So I'm gonna give you one case study. It's a real life case study. Can happen anywhere. It can happen to you. So you can put yourself in this situation. So we're gonna talk about Marianne. Agricultural investment in Ghana. So Marianne is a dual citizen of the United States and Ghana. She recognized the potential in Ghana's agricultural sector. With her background in agriculture and her dual citizenship, she embarked on a journey to maximize her investment opportunities. So investment sector, she's looking at agriculture, really good industry to look at in Ghana. So this is her strategy. She did some market research, so she conducted extensive research on Ghana's agriculture landscape, identifying the high demand of specific crops like cocoa and cashew nuts. She also analyzed the local farming practices and identified areas where modernization and innovation could be beneficial. Number 2, she looked for local partnerships. So in order to navigate just Ghana's agriculture sector, Marianne formed partnerships with local farmers and cooperatives. So these partnerships allowed her to access valuable local knowledge, really important to get that insight, resources, and network. And I want to go back to that local knowledge, because if you're abroad and you're trying to invest in one of these West African countries, they're not really good at keeping records and data and having websites like that, not a lot of commentators like that. So you can see numbers from World Health Organization or what's the IMF, International Monetary Fund. You can see those numbers, but they're just like computer generated get estimates at some point. Like you can't rely on them. So it's good to actually go down on the ground and actually see for yourself and get numbers from people that are on the ground of what's actually happening, and then that can be your data set. And sometimes if you clean it up really nice, you can actually sell that for some good money for someone else that's trying to invest. So if you do their work, then you can sell it. So anyways, then Marianne invested in modern agriculture technology and practices to improve crop yields and quality. She introduced efficient irrigation systems and implemented sustainable farming methods. Cool. Number 4, exportation strategy. So leveraging her dual citizenship, Marianne established connections with international buyers for her agricultural products. She ensured compliance with international quality standards and certifications, enabling her to export her products and access global markets. So it is what it is when it comes to certain passports. Certain passports are looked at more favorably than others. So since she got the U.S. passport, she can use that as her. That's the front thing. So people trust the U.S. passport more than people who are U.S. citizens. And so it's just easier when it comes to doing some type of connection. People feel like, okay, it's less likely a scam. So you just got to use what you got. And if you can use any other passports to get to where you want to get to, then of course, go ahead and do it. So, and then number 5, last point of the strategy, Marianne actively engaged with the local community, providing employment opportunities and participating in community development projects. So this not only fostered goodwill, but also contributed to the success of her investment. So of course, you want to hire as many people as possible, because then the community likes you, and also the government is appreciative of you because you are hiring more people, and these people are not protesting at the government stores talking about, hey, we need some jobs, you need to provide jobs. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that the government is not there to provide jobs for people. That's the private sector. But hey, that's why you're coming in, and that's why you're trying to do some good things. So as a result of her strategic approach, Marianne's agriculture investment flourished, benefiting the local economy and contributing to Ghana's agricultural growth. So just starts to grow. So that's the first case study. Now I'm going to do another case study, and we're going to go and talk about Ahmed's real estate ventures in Nigeria. So Ahmed, holding dual citizenship in Nigeria and the UAE, saw immense potential in Nigeria's real estate market. This story is going to showcase how dual citizenship can be a valuable asset when investing in the real estate sector. Let me do this. All right, so five-step strategy of what he's going to do. So the first thing, market analysis. So Ahmed conducted a thorough market analysis to identify emerging real estate hotspots in Nigeria. He focused on Lagos, where urbanization and population growth were driving demand for residential and commercial properties, which is true. You know, Lagos is overcrowded. I think now it's starting to spread out a little bit more. Or at least Ibadan is another major one, but I think looking ahead, everyone ain't trying to be in Lagos. So if you're trying to get into the real estate market in Nigeria, start looking outside of Lagos, start hitting those outskirts. But anyways, So, number two, the second step. So, leveraging his dual citizenship, Ahmed sought legal counsel from experts well versed in both Nigerian and UAE real estate regulations. This ensured compliance with local laws and regulations. So, he's already trying to get some expertise. He's not trying to mess this up, especially with Nigerians' chaotic and confusing legal system, and especially when it comes to land rights. Like, you want to make sure everything is really good. Right now, it's been happening for some years now, especially in Lagos. You have government officials just tear down buildings and tear down houses saying, oh, it's illegally built. And it's just like, a lot of times they don't give people good notice. So it's because someone sold them some fake property right or whatever, and they just find themselves in a mess, and then they tear down perfectly good homes. Like, I saw the video. So it's you don't want to find yourself in that position. So this is what Ahmed is doing. He's trying to make sure that doesn't happen to him. So number three, local partnerships. So Ahmed established partnerships with local real estate developers and agents who had deep understanding of the Nigerian market, and partnerships provided him with valuable insights and access to prime property. So if you're doing business in any other country, or really anywhere in the world, any type of business, then you need to make sure that you have some inside people that have some insights. Everything ain't going to be online. There's certain nuances that it's just not talked about like that, especially in a lot of these West African countries. So you need your people on the ground. You need some connects. You really need to make sure that, hey, you got some people on the ground that can look out for you, and they also benefit as well looking out for you. So don't just look at it one-sided. They have to benefit from the relationship as well. So number four, the fourth step, investment diversification. So instead of putting all of his resources into a single project, Ahmed diversified his real estate investments. So he invested in residential apartments, commercial spaces, and even participated in real estate development projects. So yeah, you always want to diversify, do different stuff, do small experiments with certain ideas that you have, not so much to break the bank, but you always want to be testing new stuff to see, hey, maybe there's something here, and then you could develop it. So, and then the fifth step, international financing. So Ahmed used his UAE connections to secure international financing for some of his real estate ventures in Nigeria. This allowed him to undertake larger projects and expedite construction. So the Nigerian passport, in a lot of places, people don't trust it. So because he had that dual citizenship, you can say to the banks, hey, I need some money. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm a resident here. I got assets here in the UAE. Hey, and so he was able to make it work. So he leveraged the power of his citizenship, and he was able to get the money that he needed to make the whole business transaction or business idea work, or work faster. So there you go. So Ahmed's dual citizenship, it not only facilitated his entry into Nigeria's real estate market, but also provided a safety net in case of any unforeseen challenges, which happens a lot in Nigeria. So his diverse portfolio of real estate investments proved to be a successful long-term strategy, capitalizing on a growing demand for properties in Nigeria. So both of these case studies showcase how you can utilize dual citizenship to excel in different investment in sectors within West African countries, just showing the diverse opportunities that are there, strategies available for international investors just on the continent. So you got dual citizenship, or if you have the opportunity to get dual citizenship, hey, get it. It allows you to be more flexible. You can kind of utilize, you can do some strategic things with it instead of just relying on just one passport. So avoid these common pitfalls. First off, a lack of proper legal guidance. So I hear a lot of people that just want to go and do business in West Africa, Nigeria, and they don't do their due diligence. They just, I have some family there and I know the area. I've been there a couple times and I'm just fine. And they just get stuck and they just find themselves in trouble because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the landscape like that. So you always want to pay for, and yeah, a lot of us West Africans are cheap. We don't want to put in money, but you want to pay for legal guidance so that you don't make mistakes on the journey that could have been avoided. Like, it's just cheaper just to pay a proper professional so that your ducks are in a row and you don't have to worry about something happening, because there's always these different intricacies when it comes to just international law. So always consult with legal experts. Another pitfall to avoid is neglecting just cultural understanding. So different West African countries, a little bit of different, especially if you're coming from Western world or elsewhere. You want to make sure that you understand how local people do business. Do they immediately jump into the topic, or do they like to talk about the personal stuff first and then go into it? Like business is all about relationships, big part of it. And you want to be able to connect with people and not just be solely on, okay, let's just do this business. It's too cold. It's not, you got to warm it up a little bit. So understand those nuances, so that you look respectful and you look like you actually care about the people. And it's just a good way to start a relationship. So I'm gonna give you a story of someone doing this. Is this my story? Okay, yeah. So let's talk about the journey of Amina. So Amina is a seasoned entrepreneur with dual citizenship. Is this the right story? I don't know. I think it is. Hold on. Oh crap! I need to switch it up. Oops. Okay. Let's do this. So I got pictures that I like to use for this, but we'll just start here. Ah man. Okay, it's all good. We're gonna talk about Amina and her story. So Amina has dual citizenship in Nigeria and France, and she faced a unique challenge when she decided to invest in Nigeria's booming real estate market. Initially, she encountered resistance from local authorities due to unfamiliarity with her dual citizenship status. However, Amina's persistence, coupled with her commitment to understanding Nigerian property laws and building strong connections within the community, eventually led her to her successful real estate ventures. So Amina's story underscores the importance of determination, legal acumen, and cultural sensitivity in the world of dual citizenship. So wherever you go, you just want to make sure. I know her bag is just like floating in midair, but don't worry about that. This is the AI. Her basically, you go into another country, there's always going to be hurdles and stuff that you just can't foresee. Be resilient. Do the best you can to have all your ducks in a row so that you're prepared for whatever comes. And then just go into it and just let it be a learning experience. Make your failures, learn from it. You're always going to fail. Always. There's no way that you're going to do something completely and just not make mistakes. It's just part of the game. So go in there knowing that you're going to fail. Just fail fast, get it over with, learn from everything, be persistent, don't give up, and then you're going to find success at the end of the day. So to recap, so dual citizenship can have profound impact on investment opportunities in West African countries, offering expanded access to markets, tax benefits, and security. But there are a lot of legal intricacies that you want to watch out for, and have legal professionals really. If you're gonna do business, then just hire them, and they can give you some insight. And I mean, that's what professionals do. If you're trying to do big business, you can't be acting like you're just a regular person. Like, you got to think differently. You got to move differently. You got to think about how will someone like Aliko Dangote, how would he do business? Even when he was coming up, you think he was just doing things on his own? Like, no, you can't move like everyone else. Like, a lot of people are going to be talking, a lot of people are going to be acting like they know what they're doing, or no, this is this, or oh, we should only do business with ourselves. And it's just foolishness. They didn't build anything. So you want to move like the average person is not moving. You want to do the opposite. So if you want success, you want greatness, then you can't do what average people do. So and then of course always build strong local networks, and just understanding other people and building relationships and going into it so that you're also benefiting other people. So if you have your own personal experiences related to dual citizenship and investing in West African countries or any other countries, then definitely share in the comment section down below so all of us can learn something. It's always good to share your experiences with other people so that we can gain some insights. Really appreciate that. If this video was helpful, then definitely like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Click the bell so that you're alerted when I do drop new videos. And also always look at this video's description. I work as a business coach. I help entrepreneurs, or I can help you get to where you want to get to in life. If you don't like the way your life is turning out, it's kind of dry, you don't have that financial security, then I can definitely help you out. If you have a business idea, or if you're trying to think a little bit differently, a little bit of personal development, I offer all of that. So just check this video's description and you can see how I can help you. So appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.